Right, good afternoon everyone. This is your beach safety video from Mr. FT, and we're on the fantastic Holywell Bay Beach. Really busy today. I've got my very special helper. Just spin the camera around, say hello.
Hello.
That's Maddie, my daughter. So it's just a really simplistic safety video on how to be really safe on this environment. So first of all, let's just look around how busy it is. Just pan around, Maddie. So lots of people. All the way down as well. Good. So we are sat between a very special area. We've got the black and white flags, and we've got these flags here. So these are the black and white flags. Now this area here is only for hard craft. We've got surfboards. If there were kind of windsurfers down here or kayakers, they would have to stay between this area. The last thing you would want to do is go for a little swim or a paddle and have one of these big boards, these hard boards. Can you see those, Mads? That's it. So what you wouldn't want to do is as you go for a swim and one of these hard boards comes zooming towards you, knocks you on the head, bonks you on your snozzcumber, or the fin, which on some of these boards are quite sharp, could kind of run over your back and do some damage. So look, black and white flags, these ones, hard craft, surfing area only. Okay, so we're going to focus on the safety flags. Now look, these are red and yellow flags. If Maddie just pans down this way, so pan that way, Maddie. So but in between these red and yellow flags, come back here, in between the red and yellow flags, the lifeguard ladies and gentlemen, what they've done, they come down first thing in the morning and they look at the beach and they go, right, where do we really want to keep all the people that want to go for a little paddle or a swim or a bodyboard today? Where do we want to keep those? We certainly don't want them near rocks. We certainly don't want them in a rip current. That's where lots of water might be moving sideways along the beach or moving out to sea. So we can't have those people, anybody in those areas. So this is not a safe area, but it's the safest. It's the area that's always watched. Just pan over here. We've got a gentleman on the quad. It's always patrolled and watched by the lifeguards. So what they're trying to do, they're going to keep you in the safest area. However, listen, this is really important. Just because these flags are there, it does not mean, oh brilliant, that is a really safe area, I can go off on my own. You're still going to be with an adult. This is the ocean, it's constantly moving. Tides coming in, tides going out, and because of the shape, water moving sideways and even out to sea, rip currents. So let's just clarify this. Black and white flags, surfing area, hard craft. You do not want to be swimming amongst the surfboards or kayaks. You're going to get clonked on your noggin. Red and yellow flags, it's the area that's watched by the lady and gentleman lifeguards. It's safer than the other areas away from rip currents, rocks, and of course hard craft. So let's carry on walking to the beach. Okay, so the beach is an amazing playground. It's a beautiful place to come and explore and investigate. But if you've never been to a beach before, it's worth just pausing and stopping and checking where the flags are. We've already spoken about the flags. Surfing areas, black and white. Red and yellow areas for your paddling and swimming. And look, most of the people are staying in between the red and yellow flags. They're being watched. However, if you're not sure and you don't even know what these flags mean, you might not listen to the lifeguards. You might start drifting. And on beaches like this, the beach can shelf off. It kind of goes out and all of a sudden it goes quite deep very quickly. And you've got to be careful about this. So if you do go for a paddle or swim with an adult in between the red and yellow flags, really as soon as your feet are leaving the ground, that means you can't anchor yourself and you might get pulled by the current or the tide itself. So please abide by the flags. Okay, so this is brilliant. I've just bumped into one of our amazing Holywell Bay Surf Lifesaving Club members. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, say hi.
Hi.
Now this young man has been kind of trained and taught all about the flags and about signals as well, which we'll talk about in a moment. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
What are the black and white flags for? Surfing area. Don't want to go in there, you could get hit, can you? Is that right? What's the red and yellow flags for? Bodyboarding and swimming. It's amazing. And here's another one of our club members. And another one. Give them a wave, everyone. Gents, in a minute we're going to start talking about signals. We're talking about, unfortunately some people don't listen to the flags, and the lifeguard ladies and gentlemen have to come down to the water's edge and try and get the people back in the right areas. If they wanted the people to, let's say, go left, what signal would they give everyone? Yeah, so they face the sea, point this way. What about right? Very simple, a short whistle, and then they point either right or left, and hopefully, not all the time, the people know, listen, right, give these a big round of applause. Give them a wave. Thanks, gents. So once again, I've just bumped into some more legends of Holywell Bay Surf Lifesaving Club, and here they are. Give them a wave. So once again, all of these young, lovely humans, they're trained in kind of things regarding surf lifesaving. They know their flags, they even know the signals, which is what we'll talk about in a moment. Just for an example, check this out. Which one of those is for the surfing area? Can I ask you a question? Why on earth would you not swim amongst lots of hard surfboards and kayaks? They might hit you. Come a bit closer because I'm going to ask her the question. Now I shouldn't ask a lady this, but how old are you? 9, and you know that. Look this way, there's lots of adults on this beach that have no clue about the flags, and that's not their fault. Maybe they're not from here, or they just don't understand what the flags are for. So we need to get this message out here. So surfing flags, look at this. Oh. Now check this young lady out. She's holding the bathing and bodyboarding flag and paddling flags. Just hold this up for us. So can I ask you a question? This area here, swimming, paddling, bodyboarding. So because that area is there, can like any small child still go off on their own and just go in there on their own? Oh, so you still have to go with an adult. She knows that. Can I ask you how old you are? She's 10. Even though this area is here, you still have to go with a child in these areas. Right, big round of applause for these. Take a bow. Thank you very much, ladies. So look, we've just talked about the safety flags, the surfing hard craft area. Please don't swim or paddle in these areas, black and white flags. We've talked about this area that's watched by the lady lifeguards and gentlemen lifeguards. It's a huge area. Just look at this area from all the way down to that red and yellow flag, all the way to here, and look at all the people in between. Just scan around. So this is a huge responsibility. These lifeguards are watching all of this, making sure these people are staying in this area where they can keep an eye on them. If they were to kind of drift, because don't forget what we talked about, if you go too deep and your feet are not touching the bottom, or you're floating on your bodyboard, you probably will start to move in a little current, a rip current, pulled either sideways, and you could drift out of this safety area that's being watched. So what the lifeguards would do, they would come down to the water's edge, probably blow a whistle once really loud, get the person's attention, and just point, just like this, to which way they want the people to go. So if I wanted to go that way, I would whistle, get their attention, say, right, move this way, keep going, or blow the whistle, move that way. And when they were in a safe place, when they were back in the correct place, the lifeguard lady or gentleman would just put both arms out, and this one, stay where you are. So it's really important that when you come and enjoy yourself on the beach, you must learn about these flags, really look at these flags, and please listen to the lady and gentleman lifeguards. And normally they're wearing, look, the yellow t-shirts with the red shorts that says RNLI. All right? Okay, so one more thing we need to talk about. So we've talked about the flags. I'll say it again, black and white, hard craft, surfing area. Don't swim or paddle there. You could get hit by these craft. Red and yellow, this is the area that's watched by the lifeguards. It's kind of not the safe area, but the safest. It's the area that's watched all the time. We need you to stay in between those areas. Don't go off on your own, stay with an adult. And don't forget, when the lifeguards leave at night, which is normally about 5:30, 6 o'clock, you've got to start thinking to yourself, do I need to go in the sea now? The lifeguards aren't really here, it is getting late, do I need to go in? If you're really unsure, even if you are, it's not recommendable to you to go in on your own. The last thing is rock pools. They're super exciting. So you come to the beach and you're so excited and you just want to go off and explore the rock pools and find lots of creatures. Now this can be a bit of a problem, and the reason it can be a bit of a problem is if the child gets so excited they forget to tell the parents where they've gone and they've run off to the rock pool. All of a sudden they turn around, the beach is busy and they don't know where their parents are and then the child's lost. Please never ever go off and exploring on your own, especially on a beach you don't know. It's bad enough on a beach you do know, but it is quite scary getting lost. Also, if you went off on your own rock pooling without telling your parents, and there you were clambering over the rocks, you could slip on the seaweed and you could bump your head and you might knock yourself out. No one would know where you are, and what if the tide started coming in? So listen, come and enjoy these absolutely beautiful beaches. Think about looking for the flags, think about your red and yellow area, think about always going different areas with adults, with telling the adults where you are, and never really going to the sea on your own. Let's have a fantastic summer, enjoy our beaches, stay safe and well. Big love from Mr. FT.